What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another podcast video. And this is the football news of the NFL, like for you all today, where we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing football news stories and transfers that you Assassinators need to know from the Sportskeeda football article. And let's start off today with some Taylor Swift attending a Kansas City Chiefs game. And it says, will Taylor Swift attend the Chiefs Week 8 AFC West clash against the Vegas Raiders to hype Travis Kelce? All about singers' schedules, that it said right onto this report. And let's get the show on the move, like with where it says right here that, come on. Why are they not going through it? First it was the webcam. Now it's my device. Okay, never mind. Let's talk about Taylor Swift has shown her support for Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs ever since the couple began dating in the summer of 2023. The Grammy Award-winning singer attended games throughout the 2023 NFL season, leading up to and including the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is the last time the Chiefs were in Allegiant Stadium, and not because they were facing against the Raiders. It was right afterwards, like of 2023 season for this past year, like when they faced the San Francisco 49ers at Super Bowl 58. But anyways, without any further, I'll say delays, let's continue to talk about, the 2023 season, like leading up to Las Vegas, Nevada, which occurred like just hours after her show in Japan. Swift has only attended Chiefs home games this season, like at Arrowhead Stadium in week 1, 2, and 5 last week. The first stop of her final North American leg of the Eras tour. Of the Eras tour, Era tours, in Miami, prevented her from attending in away game against the San Francisco 49ers. Travis Kelce has previously said that he had FOMO, fear of missing out, fear of missing out, which sometimes I get that. Don't feel bad, my boy Travis. I do, I have the same thing. When it comes of somebody or me missing out on something, I kind of have a fear of that in my mind. Yeah. But anyways, last week, when his entire family was in attendance, at Swift's tour stop at Hard Rock Stadium, his mom Donna Kelce and brother Jason Kelce and sister-in-law Kylie and niece Wyatt and Elliot enjoyed themselves at the concert. But you can see a post from today's X account right here, where Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce's mom, Donna Kelce, took a picture with Taylor Swift right into the stadium, where she, right onto the stadium. But anyways, but also we're going to be talking about, will Taylor Swift attend today's Chiefs game with Chiefs versus the Raiders Week 8 matchup. Taylor Swift's tour schedule will once again prevent her from attending a Kansas City Chiefs game this week. The singer will be performing the third and the final night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. On Sunday, added And did you see that? Like, yeah, that was clearly a football reference right there. And he even did the hands up like a referee showing a sign that it's a touchdown, like that kind of hand gesture. But anyway, Swift's tour like moves to Indianapolis next weekend. But the Chiefs will host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Monday Night Football in Week 9, which would allow her to attend the remaining tour schedule. Favors her to watch NFL games for the remainder of the season. December 8th, 2024 appears to be the only other game Taylor Swift would miss, as she has a tour stop in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. That stop also happens to be last of the Eras tour, which kicked off in March of 2023. And what are your thoughts on Taylor Swift, about attending a Chiefs game? And do you think it's going to be on today's game against the Vegas Raiders? Which I hope for her sake she does show up. Both her and Travis Kelce, let me rephrase that. And let's hope that they won't be heartbroken when if she doesn't show up. And let's hope that she can, despite performing in other places than the opposite directions, whether if it's in whether if it's in the East Coast side or even in the North in Canada or wherever she is going to be located, whenever there's a Chiefs game, maybe. But do you think she has a week off of her Eras tour, that she have all over the North American area? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But let's moving on. We got I don't know why it's taking so long just to move on to a simple other come on, you're making me feel bad. Make me Okay, next up we got Packers legend Brett Favre lands major role in Donald Trump's election campaign. And then now we got former football star is going to be uh, I'll say representing the Republican candidate himself for the election, and I'll say not representing, but more likely yeah, more likely he's going to not represent, but I would say more likely like he's going to be attending a a campaign like a campaign event in on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday to be exact, and then that ex NFL quarterback for the former for the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers, none other than Brett Favre will join Donald Trump in the presidential campaign trail later this week, and he's going to be showing his support to the Republican candidate. In his campaign announced that Favre will be a special guest speaker at the Wednesday stop at the at the rec center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And then it says right here that come on, I'm trying to talk here, and you're not allowing me. Come on. And it says right here, Favre, who played 16 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, will speak to Trump's supporters at the rally. This will be the second stop for the campaign, as Wisconsin is swinging state. And both candidates are eyeing the 10th electoral votes from there. It says right here that it can't like swinging the state intellectual votes from there. And then here's the tweet right here about the announcement, like from this ex user, like about the former quarterback of the NFL gonna make the to show his support for Donald J. Trump. And it says right here, uh, and far as the reshared. Oh no, wait. Grammy Award winner like Taylor Swift endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, like Canada sure like Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes was asked about his view. Like this came about like as his wife Brittany Mahomes suggests that she was a supporter of the former president. Like Patrick Mahomes told reporters that that he wouldn't get involved on in that topic, which I wouldn't blame the quarterback of my favorite football team, and that he believes he should use his platform to encourage everyone to vote. Farr shared Mahomes' comments on X and then said that it was the right direction to take as an athlete, and I totally agree on that. Like if you're about to vote, just vote for anybody you want, but like let's hope that you're happy for that person if they do get into office that you're supporting. But anyways, Farr added that Americans should be able to make their own decisions on who to vote for and criticize those who are swayed like by pop stars, which looked like a job at Swift. But look at a jab at Switch. I thought it was it's an A jab, which was a jab at Swift, and I'll say like maybe he has a good point like into this, but like insisting like that the outcome like of the election wouldn't be for favorable like if voters were influenced by their favorite celebrities. Farr said, "Good take, like by Mahomes. I see a lot of celebs like trying to influence their audience instead of letting the people think for themselves. If the best choice for them ain't clear, like and they're easily swayed by their fave pop artists, like it's not going to be a good thing." What which he wrote on his X account, which you can see for himself. And you can also see the video of Mahomes like giving out like reporters giving some information of reporters that tell the fans they should vote on whoever they want, which I would not blame the three-time Super Bowl champion. But yeah, here's the video from Patrick Mahomes. Come on. It's taking forever to load. Okay.
Former President Trump referenced you and your family again today on Fox News in relation to his campaign. I just wonder what your reaction is.
I think I've always said I don't want my place and my platform to be used to endorse a candidate or do whatever. Either way, I think my place is to inform people to get registered to vote, is to inform people to do their own research and make their best decision for them and their family. And so I think that's every time I'm on this stage and I get asked these questions, I'm going to refer back to that because I think that's what makes America so great.
I think it was important, though. I don't know if important is the right word, but when you were at the U.S. Open this past weekend, and you guys were there with Taylor and Travis, I mean, is that an important image to show that people who may have different philosophies?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always, even dating back, I think if you see my history, I've run up with people from every every aspect of life, and every background. And I think the best thing about a football locker room and kind of how I've grown up in baseball careers, everything about that is people can come together and achieve something and achieve a common goal. And I think if we can, I mean, we talked about it a while back, but I think if we can do that as a nation, I think we can get the best out of each other. And so I think that's something that I do every single day. And whenever I'm hanging out with whoever, I'm not thinking about their political views or anything like that. I'm thinking about the people and how they treat other people. And I was with a lot of great people this weekend.
Have you ever thought specifically about the idea of President Trump bringing up Britney's name? Does that affect you one way or another?
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's about me and my family and how we treat other people. And I think you see is that Brittany does a lot in the community. I do a lot in the community to help bring people up and give people other opportunities to use their voice. And so it's in the political times, people are going to use stuff here and there, but I can't let that affect how I go about my business every single day and live my life and try to live it to the best of my ability.
And do you totally agree with that from the three-time Super Bowl champion? And do you think everybody should have a chance to choose who to vote for themselves and not unlike celebrities endorsing them just to get some views and get some cheap votes? Like, let me know down in the comment section right down below. And what are your thoughts on Bret Hart's Brett Favre? That's all I said Bret Hart, but I meant to say Brett Favre, the quarterback, not the wrestler. And do you think that was a jab at Patrick Mahomes' teammate's girlfriend, or what's your view on that matter? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But moving on forward, we got I know I definitely agree with Mahomes. And I think everybody should have the freedom to vote on whoever they want to. But I'm just not into that kind of stuff either. Just like what he just said, and like I said before with my other fellow YouTubers said on the internet community, like I told y'all about on my wrestling news video. Like, I'm not into this politics stuff and nonsense. I think it's full of drama and etc. Just like what one candidate's trying to take a shot at the other, and vice versa, and trying to try to do anything to get in office. It's not for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that and be completely honest with you, Assassinators, onto that. I just like to talk about stuff from sports and animation and movies, like on my podcast videos, rather than something that's something that has something to do with politics, like in what's going on in the White House office in the nation's capital. But yeah, let's move on to the next slide, and let's talk about why isn't Christian McCaffrey not playing on tonight's game, breaking down the 49ers running back's injury status for week 8 against the Cowboys tonight. The season has turned sour pretty quickly for Christian McCaffrey. The San Francisco 49ers running back was widely deemed an uncontested number 1 overall, picked in fantasy football drafts like this year, especially with the franchise keeping most of the core together. However, McCaffrey has yet to suit up this season after suffering a Achilles tendons. The reigning offensive player of the year injury was a roller coaster. One, as Kyle Shannon earlier indicated, that McCaffrey wouldn't miss much time. While McCaffrey is on track to return sooner rather than later, week 8's primetime matchup against the Dallas Cowboys will come a few weeks too soon, for NFL's running back, and it said, and it says right here, and when will we also got a report that says when will Christian McCaffrey will return, and this then will return into action is where It says right here, earlier this week, like NFL Network's insider Ian Rapoport, which is a very interesting last name, delivered an update like on a couple of 49ers players like for week 8. Speaking on McCaffrey's return timeline, Rapoport like said this actually might be the last game where Jordan Mason is the bell cow. Like 49ers have a bye week. Christian McCaffrey should start practicing, and there's a very good chance he's on the field November 10th for their next game. Again, it says right here earlier today, Rapoport like added that McCaffrey like is expected to take the field when the Niners host a bonus practice session during their bye week, like following the week 9 bye. Like the Niners will go up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which that's a week after the Chiefs played against them, which that's going to be on Monday Night Football. Hopefully y'all Assassinators are going to check that out, which I'm definitely going to be doing as well. But anyways, like in week 10, like of course that's when they're going to face against the Buccaneers on Sunday, November 10th. Like at this point, like all signs point towards McCaffrey like returning after the halfway mark like of the season. And what are your thoughts on Christian McCaffrey it's gonna his return date? Do you think it is gonna be like on November 10th when the next time they play once they already faced the Dallas Cowboys? Or do you think that they're going to be or do you think Christian McCaffrey is going to make his return tonight on October 27th, which will be against the Dallas Cowboys live in their own stadium at Levi's? And yeah, do you think that he's going to be the support that's the support system that's going to help out the team get a victory, to bounce back from their devastating loss by my team, the back-to-back Super Bowl champs in their rematch last week in Tropicana $1 Million Bele's face? But anyways, let's continue to talk about like the Sunday Night Football game with the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers injury report for the Week 8 event. And the Niners will be without Brandon Acu like for the game after he suffered a season with a groin injury. And kicker Jake Moody is also out of the Sunday Night Football showdown against the Dallas Cowboys as well, with a right ankle injury. However, Deebo Samuel is expected to take the field after fighting pneumonia. That's what it's whatever the sickness is called, but he had it last week when they didn't even put him on the game against the Chiefs. But yeah, I would hate to be the 49ers right now because none of these players are cleared enough to compete, other than George Kittle and even what's his name? Who else? Brock Purdy, that's who it was. Other than them and that fullback, which I keep forgetting his name, I believe starts the letter F, his last name, of course, at least. But yeah, they're the total opposite from last year. All year around, they were 100% healthy. But unfortunately, this week they're the complete opposite. This year entirely, they're the complete opposite. If it's not one person, it's another. Even George Kittle even got injured until he came back recently, 7 days ago, of course. But yeah, That's very crazy that every member, every team in the Raiders, like it's, I'm not Raiders. I mean, when I'm talking about the 49ers, I must be thinking about the Chiefs game. Like, I apologize, Assassinators. Like, somebody from the 40, like, if it's not one person, it's another, or if it's like about 10 million players that's going to be hurt every week. I'm exaggerately speaking, of course, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it just don't make any sense. Like how yeah, somebody could get injured. Like, that's just a very unfortunate coincidence. Like, for the 49ers to one one or another that team on the team of the 49ers getting injured. Like, and what do you think we're coming from, where them having this bad luck of injuries? And do you think that they can overturn this and have some good luck on their side tonight? Like, what this win could motivate them? Like, and if they're lucky enough, they can have on their bye week, they can start seeing who's going to be back on the field from the injuries. Like, but yeah, let me know what y'all think and y'all's opinions in the comment section right down below. I'd like to hear y'all's take onto this matter. But yeah, but for the Cowboys corner, like Deron Bland, like, is still like out, but is on the path to recovery from a foot injury. Like, and first of all, he has a very funny last name. Not trying to make fun of him, and also, second of all, he like, that's good for him. Like, if he does return to the makes the return to in the football in the football field tonight for the Cowboys to represent them. And I'm also going to be making a review video for that as well, so make sure to check that out. And then maybe I'll show some sympathy for the 49ers and maybe even $1 million Tropicana Bailey. But anyways, let's continue to talk about, like, yeah, with and then we got Micah Parsons, like, has also been ruled out, like, with an ankle issue alongside defensive tackle Jordan Phillips with a wrist injury, and then tight end John Stephans Jr. like with a knee injury. Like, and yeah, and what are your thoughts on these very insane injuries from both the 49ers and the Cowboys? And who do you think that has the worst injuries of them all? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. When it comes to multiple player-wise, I would say 49ers definitely win this one. But whoever got the most worst injury in of the team's comparisons, I am just not sure if I'm going to point that out, because they did not say how bad is the as each injuries are, like, especially the ones that's been ruled out of this game, like Micah Parsons and who was ruled out on the 49ers. Like Christian McCaffrey and who else that's going to be out for a while. But yeah. I want to wish all of them, whoever they are, I don't want them to be out of action for long. I want to wish them all my positive and the best of luck at this very unfortunate time for the teams, like for the 49ers. But moving on forward, we got some Tyreek Hill news now on the Miami Dolphins side of the pond, like with him playing today in the latest playing like in the latest Dolphins game, like with the wide receivers injury status for today's Week 8 game against the Cardinals. And it says right here, the Miami Dolphins season was derailed after that Thursday night football showdown, like against the Buffalo Bills, which I did review on, like, before inconvenient purposes have occurred. But But anyways, let's continue to talk about this. Talk about this story on the video. Like football on the football showdown against Buffalo, like that quickly went sideways. Like when Toa Tagovailoa like went down with a concussion, like heading into week 8 with a 2-4 record. The Dolphins have plenty of concerns, like for the showdown against the Arizona Cardinals. Like chief among them, like being Tyreek Hill, who is nursing a foot injury. Like, and however, it appears the Dolphins like can breathe like easy on Hill's injury status. Like NFL Network insider and Ian Rapoport reported late on Saturday night like that Hill is expected to suit up against the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday as the Dolphins chase their 3rd win of the season. And then, yeah, he reported also while tweeting it on X, Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill foot is expected to play with Coach Mike McDaniel, saying he was optimistic. And the question in the second and on the second report, like with questions of saying like is Tyreek Hill playing today's game against the Arizona Cardinals, going by Rapoport's report, report like the Dolphins have little to fear like when it comes to Tyreek Hill's injury. Like Rapoport added that Coach Mike McDaniel was optimistic about having Hill back for Toa Tagovailoa's return to action. Hill's production suffered a subsequent hit after Tagovailoa's concussion with the Dolphins also losing backup quarterback Skylar Thompson and Tyler Huntley, which that's some complete total bad luck. Like for them suffering injuries alongside with Tagovailoa. I guess that's a good reason why you should have a 4th streaming quarterback, because what if the three streaming quarterbacks get injured? So yeah, you got to have an extra backup quarterback to back them up. But moving on, still getting used to the Dolphins offense, Hill failed to scale 80 receiving yards in any game, or register a touchdown since the week 2 showdown with the Bills. And it says right here, according to David Faroons, him tweeting that the Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill tells those who have him in fantasy football that we're back, baby. Strike up strike up the effing brand and start me this week, which you can see right here on this video from the features with the wide receiver of the Dolphins, which is the former receiver of my boys, the Chiefs, which I think he still should be, if I'm being low-key honest. But this is what the 30-year-old have to say onto this interview.
We're back, baby. Strike up the fucking band. We're back, baby. week, baby. Let's go.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Tyreek Hill announcing that he's back from his injury along with Tola Tagovailoa? Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's how it's pronounced. But let me know down in the comment section right down below. Do you think they're going to face off against the Arizona Cardinals with some full confidence, like of them defeating the NFC West team? I think they will. If at least Tyreek Hill, Tola Tagovailoa is back, at least them two, I think they're going to be perfectly fine and they're going to win. Even if it's by a point, I think the Miami Dolphins are going to win this time. But moving on, we got Arizona Cardinals versus the Miami Dolphins with injury reports for Week 8. The Dolphins will likely have Hill back, but do have a number of concerns for the game against the Cardinals. Fellow wide receiver Jalen Waddle popped up on the injury report with a quad issue but is expected to get the green light to face the Cardinals this afternoon. Safety Javon Holland will also be available. Also, after nursing a hand injury all week, whereas Calais Campbell and Teron Armstead are both expected to take the field as well. On the Cardinals side of things, it says DT Roy Lopez have an ankle issue that he's on the shelf for, and then we also got cornerback on the defense, Sean Murphy, blunting neck injury, and defensive lineman Darius Robinson has a calf injury. Have all